Hey guys, this is Mario, and I wanted to shoot this quick video because I've read some comments below or on my other YouTube video in regards to Spin Rewriter, and I just wanted to clarify one thing. I was trying to show on that video the simplicity that Spin Rewriter has in spinning your articles. Like I said, I have used other softwares and I have found that Spin Rewriter probably does the best job out there. So what I want to do is show you exactly how I use Spin Rewriter to do my spinnings when I'm sending my articles to tier 1 backlinks. There's a big difference between tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so on. When you're doing backlinking to your money sites. The article that you saw on the other video, I would probably use as a tier 2 or 3 type of link that I would send to a article directory or social network, Web 2.0 kind of stuff. But anyway, let me log in here, and I've got an article that I can kind of go through real quick and show you how I would do the rewriting or spinning of an article if I was to submit it to a tier 1, which is the best type of backlink that you can send to your money site. So anyway, so I'm gonna go here, hit rewrite, okay, and let me pull up this article here having to do with the home business. So I will paste it on there, and here's what I do, guys. The video that I created back in December, I kind of went in here and said, press I'm feeling lucky, and it creates a real quick spun version of the article. And like I said, it's a good spun article for a tier 2, maybe a 3, 4, type of backlink, but not for a tier 1. I do agree with you guys that have posted some comments on that. But this is the way I would go about it if I was to submit an article to a tier 1 backlink for my money site. So here, where it says, "Would you like to spin your original text?" I would select yes, okay, and then I would say I hit this. I want Spin Writer to automatically rewrite complete sentences. Okay, so what I do is after that, I don't come here, and let me just, before I proceed with pressing this button, there are keywords that you want to protect. For instance, if I want to protect a keyword that says, starting a business or anything with business or home, you can actually go down here to the settings, and for instance, I had one I was doing for a customer, carpet cleaning customer of mine, that I wanted to protect some words. So if you type in business or home business, let's see, we go through this real quick. Enterprise, say you wanted to protect that word. And what happens is when you put these words down here at on the protected keywords, when Spin Rewriter goes in and spins your article, it will not touch those words. In other words, it will not create different versions of those words. It'll keep them as they are. But anyway, back to how I do my my tier 1 backlinking spun versions of my articles. So I hit start the writing process, and it'll go through this processing your article. And then as soon as this is done, what will happen is that you'll have the same article reappear, okay, but now you're going to see that it's going to be coming out in green color, okay. So now what I do, okay, there's all these words in green, sorry. You can go and change on your own, which is what I do, so that they make sense. For instance, if I double click on things, Spin Rewriter brings me up a list of other words that I could put in place, or not in place, but add to that word thing. So I can put points, factors, details. So in other words, this sentence reads, things you need to think about when starting a business from your home. So if I put factors, that would sound good. And you see, you've noticed how it keeps the word things but adds the word factors. And then I could add other words, details. I could say facts, important things, ideas. Well, not really ideas, but you see, you can go through this whole list and select your own words that you would like to add so that your article makes more sense. So let's say, you know, I've gone through them all and these are the only ones I want to select. So now I go here and then I can select you. It tells me anyone, people, yourself, you, one. So I can say, you know, if I read it, things or factors, you. I could also put anyone because you could be anyone. Okay, so that would make sense. Even if I go with details, anyone, need to think. So I'll stick with that. And then these words that are underlined, that means if you highlight them by left clicking your mouse and highlighting the word, as soon as you let it go, it'll come out with other versions of those 2 words or 3 words, however many words are underlined. So need to could be had to, should, must. So I could say things, anyone. Instead of saying need to, I could say must, ought to, will need to, will want to. Okay, and it makes sense because I say will need to think about when starting a business from your home, or must think about when starting a business, or ought to think about when starting a business from your home, or will need to think about, or will want to think about. So you see, it makes a little bit more sense when you do it this way because you have control over what words you want to use instead of just letting Spin Rewriter select the words for you. And please understand, guys, that there's no software out there, at least none that I've come up with, and I use quite an extensive variety of different softwares for my backlinkings, and I still have yet to find one that does everything 100%. So I understand your concerns, those of you who you know, posted some comments, but please remember that these softwares, you know, are never going to be 100%. There still needs to be some human input, and you know, I like to take my time and do the spinning on my own when I'm doing tier 1 type of backlinks. Okay, on my tier 2s, 3s, and 4s, I usually don't mess around with what Spin Rewriter does for me because those are usually pretty good anyway. So if I go think about, select it again because it's underlined, you know, I could go consider, think about, consider, you know, we'll want to consider, we'll want to take into account, we'll want to ponder on, but that's kind of cheesy, so I won't use that one. We'll want to remember, envision, decide, choose. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so let me do this, guys. I'm gonna, now that you kind of well, let me go through a couple. This is my heading or my title of my article. Okay, so I will go through everything right now, redo it off camera, so I won't take up you know, a huge amount of time. But just for clarity, I'll go ahead and do a couple more. Like say this: running a home business. Running could be operating, managing, conducting, but to me it doesn't sound right. Owning, carrying on, looking after. So I'm just going to leave it at those. Okay, so running, operating, managing a home business, a residency. Spin Rewriter, if I wasn't doing it this way, would probably go there and substitute home with house, residence, property. So running a house business or a residence business or property business doesn't, you're right, doesn't make sense. But if I were to put that word home under the do not replace list, then it will not touch that. And this will never be replaced or substituted with any of these. So we'll leave that. Business, I can say running a home company doesn't make sense. Establishment, firm. Firm might make some sense. Business venture is a good one. A home business organization is another good one. So we'll leave it at those three. You guys kind of get what I'm doing here. So let me go ahead and stop this video, and I'll come back as soon as I've got everything. Then we'll go through the last process where I'll generate some unique versions of the article, and then you can kind of see, for those of you who are saying that you were pausing the video, you can kind of pause it and see that you that these make perfect sense. All right. Another thing I might do is actually take some of those spun articles and upload them to. I'll put a link at the bottom, and you guys can actually go and take a look at these. All right. So be back, guys. Okay, I'm back. So I've gone through the article. It took me about 10 minutes or so. But just wanted to show you the way I go about when I'm trying to create tier 1 links to my money site. So anyway, now that I've gone through all this, again, if I double click a word, it'll give me different words that I can use in place of that word that I'm highlighting. If I have word underlined and I can highlight it, it'll give me for instance, when you look into it, when you check out explore, I could have used explore, but I chose to just leave it as it was. I thought that was the best way it read. So like I said, it'll take a little bit of work on your part, but this is how I go about it. So now that I'm done, I'll go to continue the final step. And so here we are. Here's my spun version. Okay, so now if I go and create a unique version, and what I'm going to do, guys, I will post this on a link that I'll give to you, and then you can go check out the original article, and then I'll post the spun version, and I'll post a couple of I don't know, 3 or 4 different generated unique versions so that you can see the difference. But anyway, for all those who said that they had paused the video and gone through read through it, you can see things anyone will need to consider when kicking off a business from your home. Let's go through the title first. Okay, I'll generate facts you will want to take into account when launching a business venture from your home. Details anyone needs to consider when beginning a business venture out of your home. Things anyone must think about when setting up a business venture out of your home. So as you can see, these make a lot more sense than what you guys saw in the first video. Like I said, I do agree with those of you who put comments about the article not making a lot of sense, but I would have used that as a tier 2, probably 3 or 4 tier backlink to my money site. And then as far as the content, this one, running a home business venture enterprise is a practical way to work while devoting extra hours in your home. It is very important for your home-based business to continue to be viable if you want to preserve your working from home everyday life. You'll find the basic principles of what you have to learn in the excellent advice listed below. Always keep your business within your range of personal interests. You will not commit as much in a business that you are really not as enthusiastic about. Okay, so let's generate another one. Operating a home business enterprise is a great way to work while devoting extra hours in your house. It is very important for your home-based business to continue to be viable if you want to maintain your working from home daily life. So again, guys, this makes a lot more sense. And I would use this as a tier 1 backlink to my money site. But again, guys, I will post this. I hope this makes more sense. And if not, feel free to email me. I know there's some people out there who have emailed me their questions, and I've replied to them. I'll be honest, I have many things going on a daily basis, but I will get back to you if you leave a comment or email, I should say, and I will reply back. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out because I'm already way past 10 minutes, and I'm gonna have to go and kind of cut this video too, because I think YouTube only allows 12 or 15 minutes. But anyway, I hope this makes sense. If not, shoot me an email and I can clarify. Look for the link below, and you can find this article, the original, the spun, and then some versions of it. If you do have Spin Rewriter, you can always take the original that I will put on the website, and then you can try messing around with it and see what happens to for you. All right, again, for those of you who have already purchased Spin Rewriter, I know there's been a lot of you who have purchased it. I really appreciate you buying from my affiliate link, and I look forward to creating other videos for other products that I use on a daily basis to help rank my websites on the first page of Google. All right, with that being said, God bless, take care, and we'll talk to you soon.